Hello YouTubers, this is the noobifier with a quick no bullshit explanation of the face over IP system that was demoed at Gamescom 2017. It's important to specify that FOIP isn't expected for 3.0 and there's no specified time when we're expecting to see it. It'll likely roll out much later with a Spectrum update or a later patch. We will have a clear idea when, if it starts to appear on the schedule report. The system includes two components, directional audio and a face-driven player animation. Directional audio will spatially place your voice relative to the listeners based on your in-game proximity and direction. Simply put, your voice will appear to come from where your character is. The system's planned to include audio effects in keeping with the environment and what headgear you're wearing. That's things like the radio communications and the acoustics of the situation. The software uses a webcam to locate and map key parts of your face and then translates them into engine. Once in engine, your face movement will be translated to your character. I'll be honest with you, this has some very massive implications for a lot more than just player interactions. Rather than just using stock animations, your actual conversation will be more immersive because it'll use your actual body language. They showed us Liam Cunningham's character being manipulated by the FOIP system. Eyes blinking, mouth movement, face shape, wrinkles, they all come together in a real-time immersive experience. The system was also demoed replicating some basic head tracking, which would let you look around or even possibly let you aim gimbaled weapons. I couldn't actually tell if it was system lag, but there was a fair bit of jiggle in the point of view. Once we get some player adjustment curves, we should be able to apply some smoothing to make the experience more like other head trackers. My initial impressions is that it'll be fine for looking around, but as soon as we get it, I'm going to compare it to TrackIR for aiming weapons, so please stay tuned for that. They did show off an RSI branded webcam that has a larger than average aperture said to facilitate low light use. We don't actually know how much that's going to cost yet. The system's said to work with any webcam, but your results are going to be based on the quality of your camera. I have a couple observations and concerns. First, it goes without saying that we need the ability to mute and report citizens who abuse this system. When reporting a player, I should be able to quickly explain what happened and possibly upload a short clip of the situation if I was able to capture it. Escalating this system could be that 100% of anything ever said over this system would be recorded and archived for a period of time. If I report a citizen, a CIG staff member or moderator can review what was said and then decide what actions need to be taken. This will keep the system clean and enjoyable for those citizens who want to use it as intended. I would also ask that CIG make this feature push to talk only. We shouldn't have our experience ruined by other players who are sitting too close to a TV, dogs barking, or awkward arguments in the house. My main concern is that I'll get so fed up that I'll mute the entire universe or mute only players that aren't part of my org. Broad toggles such as all, org only, friends only, or none is a minimum feature requirement for this system. There was one question that kept coming up on social media. How will this work with VR? I wouldn't worry too much about that because the last we heard, VR support wasn't scheduled for any time soon. Anyone who's using a head rig would still have their player's mouth matching their voice, as the system can drive mouth movement with voice and not necessarily the camera. I imagine in the future, unless new tech is made, that the player would need to choose whether or not their face was animated or if they use a VR head rig. As I said in the beginning, I'm actually really looking forward to this new tech being added to our universe. So now it's up to you. I ask you to sound off in the comments about the concerns that I brought up. This is the only way that this system will have universal appeal. Thanks very much for spending your time with me today. If you got something out of this video, please share it with a friend or orgmate. My goal is to grow this channel, and I can't do that without the help of citizens like you. Fly safe, and I'll see you in the verse.